Welcome back everyone to another episode of Teach Me Grandpa. It's wash day. In the previous episode we learned about sorting the wash before we put things into the washer. And we separated them into whites, medium colors, and darks according to fabric needs for hot and cold and so that we didn't have colors bleeding together. Remember, we didn't want white things to become pink or blue, so we sorted them out. Right now we're going to wash white things. So first thing we want to do is add a little bit of detergent. And what you want to do is follow your manufacturer's directions on how much to put in for the loads. We'll pour that in here. And I like to leave the cup in there so it gets rinsed off really well. Now we'll load our whites into the wash machine. We want to move them around so that they get balanced. If you put them all on one side, it might get off balance and make a lot of thumping noise. And close the lid. And you'll notice that we have a dryer and a washer on this particular machine. A lot of you will have a washer and dryer side by side, but that's okay. It's just a different configuration. We prefer this way, but all of them will have most of the same buttons and dials and settings. Here, we're going to wash on medium. Oh, let's put it on heavy since we played pretty hard with these whites. Whites get hot water, so we'll turn the knob to hot. It has an auto sensing feature, which is nice, but we already know it's a small load, so we're going to turn it to small. Now, as we press the start button, you will start to hear the water coming into the washer. You hear that? Now, if you could put your hand in there, you would feel hot water coming in. So that will wash, it will agitate, and run through the whole cycle. So, now, this has been a short cycle. So now we're going to, it's been finished, and now we're going to load these clothes that have been washed and cleaned into the dryer. A dryer is basically a big drum that turns, and air comes through, and warm air comes through, and then it pushes the moist air from the clothing that's being dried and tumbled, and it pushes it outside or someplace else. So we're going to put these wet clothes into the washer or the dryer, from the washer into the dryer. Clean out the dryer vent and then close it all the way. It needs to be closed, so it has a little switch on it, and then we'll turn it to, and we have lots of settings here. Some of them are fancy, some are for delicate, some just blow air through, not even hot air. Well, we'll put it on casual, and it's more of an efficient setting. And you press the start button and you'll hear it. The clothes will start drying and tumbling inside. And then when it stops, it'll be time to bring them out and fold them. And we'll cover that in another episode. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.